Welcome back to Snackcast.
Yeah, episode 41.
Episode 41. And actually, we got notification, a day ago? That we had exceeded 750 downloads. So
that's like
for
one download per episode.
40-ish days of work, not bad. I'm excited about it.
It's actually cool.
You know, so today we are wrapping up Diets 101. So
yeah,
we've
this has been a really fun journey, man, doing these.
7, 8, 9,
Yeah.
Just kind of doing a shallow dive. I don't want to say deep dive. We don't talk about this long enough for deep dives.
Right.
But, shallow dives into all the kind of popular whatever. So there was vegan, carnivore,
Paleo,
keto, calorie restriction.
Yep. Intermittent fasting. We did.
Intermittent fasting. We did the funny episode.
Yeah.
So if you choose one, number, I think first, is there one you live by?
Intermittent fasting. I would tell you I do intermittent fasting.
You do.
Every
you do
day.
that on a regular basis.
Yeah, I don't even count it as fasting anymore. Or intermittent.
It's not even
fasting.
a diet.
It's not even a diet. It's, I never eat breakfast. I try to stop eating at 8 o'clock at night. So that's a very long. You're 16-8 easy on that.
Yeah.
And then I couple that with trying to avoid carbs as much as possible. I'll get a cheeseburger and I won't eat the bun, and the breads. It's becoming it's not just the breads. It's the gluten really that I'm trying to avoid. So a lot of carbs go out with that. Not all carbs. So I'm on a lower carb intermittent fasting diet.
Yeah, I think I do about the same. I never eat breakfast. I try not to eat until noon. And to your point, try to be done. Generally 7, 8 o'clock. I want to be done consuming calories. We had a colleague here that he did the one meal a day, for a long time.
Oh yeah, he
right?
did phenomenal on that. Didn't
Lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, I think he was down 120 pounds at one point.
Well, I know. I mean, he was thin when he worked here, and but yeah. So I don't know that to your point, I think I do the intermittent fasting just because it's more of a lifestyle than I'm trying to diet or lose weight.
You don't even feel it. And I guess that maybe that's the secret to diets, right? Is you got to find something that you're going to stick to that is not painful. And then if you have a binge day, if you go out for a big breakfast somewhere, that's okay.
It's cool.
Don't do it 27 days in a row.
Right.
Like you had one, and the same thing for calorie restricted. I think that the single biggest factor is find something you're going to stick with that if you're human, if you mess up, it's not that you can easily get back on track.
Yeah. And I would encourage people that, probably one of the easiest things to do is really carb awareness. I think people equate sugar with, I didn't have any soda or I didn't have dessert. But sugars are carbs, and there are carbs in tons of stuff that we eat. And I think just if you'll take the time to learn, you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know.
Ketchup. Ketchup is loaded with sugar.
It's supposed to be clean.
Right.
And today's commercialized ketchup, you're right.
Right. So I think that there's mild choices that you can have, right? You can eat the cheeseburger without the bun. You could go for the salad at Chili's versus the chips and salsa. There's I think people make dieting out to be harder than it is. I think, the other thing is that I don't ever think that we were meant to eat 3 squares meals a day and 2 snacks and all the sodas and crap that we eat now. That's commercialization of food, and it's not.
It's a very Western problem as well.
Right. So
But
yeah, if I had to say one thing, keto is it, and then like I said, if for me it's intermittent fasting and keto. I think those two kind of combined.
Yeah, and I don't, I think if I'm in a place where I feel like I need to lose weight, I'll go heavy carb restriction. But again, I really just think a general awareness for most people. simple choices, you know, that can really over time have fairly profound differences or changes or effects.
And I think that's why calorie restriction is kind of difficult. You know, we talked about that. That requires a ton of measurement, right? You have a scale at your home, measuring your food, measuring your cups, measuring. It's really difficult, and some small amounts of foods can be action-packed of calories.
And to that same point on the carbs, if you're not aware of the carbs, or you're not, carbs are calorie packed. So it's hard to have a satiating, I hate that word. I don't know why I try to say it. A satisfying meal
Satiation.
if it's carb heavy.
Right.
Because your portion amounts under a calorie restricted are going to be very small.
Right.
You know, whereas if you
Load up
focus on the proteins and the, you know. So it was fun, man. I really kind of enjoyed it. I learned a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to the
know
next
the ones
series. I
I'll
like the
never do.
series. The series are interesting. We'll get into a 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because we do it 6 minutes, and then it's like, man, I wish we would have talked about that. But
Yeah.
thought we did good.
It's cool, man.
Good job.
Did you? Is that what you just did?
I patted you on the back.
No, you didn't pat me on the back.
I was going to say, don't let it go to your head. You know what I mean?
All right, dude. I did enjoy it.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Ideas, concepts, criticisms, email us snackcast@yes.fit. We really appreciate you guys.
Peace.
Stay moving. You're
Stay
supposed to
moving.
say
I know. Today's peace.
Is
Today's
it?
peace.
All right.
We're going to do peace.
Stay moving.
See ya.
See ya.